So freaking 1OK Rock tonight, huh? You going?
Dude. So I'm super excited. I just kind of wanted to ask you because I miss seeing them with you and when we were in Japan together. Like,
I mean, that one time, hell yeah.
How did it make you feel? Like, what was it like live?
Dude, seeing them live is like a totally different experience. The concert that me and you could have gone to, it was so big and a larger than life experience because there was literally like 55, 60,000 people at this concert. Seeing them at that size arena that you're going to be seeing them at, is insane because you're going to be really like closer to them than like going to that 50,000 thing. I was like football fields away from them, you know? Just the energy there is insane and it's going to be fun, dude. It's going to be
I'm looking to be moved, watching their live performances and like how like, they interact with the crowd and like how much, like either by like the show that they're putting on or like from Taka's like facial expressions, just the emotion like from one side that's like mirrored by the other. I'm really looking forward to.
Hell yeah.
When I went to another concert, not trying to cross pollinate, but when I was there, I felt like I was in an earthquake. Like, the electricity in the room, like.
It's going to be like, okay, so there is a difference in between those two things. Okay. I think the one concert you're talking about, dude, like they're loud, okay? The audience itself is like screaming. So it feels like the whole world around you is like something cataclysmic is about to happen, you know? So like, I'm here for it. But like, so there's that aspect of that show that you went to. But then this is going to be a totally different thing because like everything that you're going to hear from the band, with the exception of maybe a guitar backing track, is all them. So like Taka, if you hear singing, you're hearing Taka's voice and he is stupid accurate, dude. Like, I don't know how that dude is so on as a vocalist night after night, but I've watched a shitload of his live shows or like just a ton of his live shows and dude, it's like, it's him one, and it's like perfect, dude. He's so good at singing. So you're going to hear that. Even in like the Japan crowd where there's like 50, 60,000 people, when there's parts where the whole crowd headbangs, like everybody's moving. So
I'm for it.
Yeah.
It is crazy because we have reacted like music videos and then we reacted like the live versions and clearly like there is an element where you can tell that it is coming from like them coming from the amps and the monitors. And again, Taka's voice is like it's scary how on he is. I mean, like he really takes care of like his instrument
from start to finish. His voice actually starts getting like more there's more tone to it kind of towards the end of the concert, but not in like a worn down way, more like a I don't know, like a freaking car that's like
he's primed.
Yeah, exactly. It's wow, because by the end of the concert he's adding like a lot more distortion in his voice, but in a cool way, not like a I'm tired sound. So like it's interesting.
Do you think that from like the beginning of the performance to the end, they kind of like structure their songs where in the beginning it tends to be these songs sound better, a little bit more clean, and then we reach kind of like emotional apex like near the end where it's kind of like if there's a little bit difference, like I can like belt it out a little bit more. There's a little bit something different to it just because these are more emotional feeling songs toward the end.
I could see that because they definitely do, at least like in last tour, I think their Detox tour, they came out swinging. I don't know exactly what they're playing or any of this stuff. I've tried really hard not to spoil it at all for myself, so no clue what the set list looks on this time.
Yeah, I haven't looked either. I normally like to try to be surprised. I just kind of like to gauge like a little bit of like the time frame. Like, I want to know how much time I have like with the artist, you know?
I did like full album reactions to pretty much all their albums now. So I know their songs good enough to be like, oh, I know this song. And so like every song was just one of those things where it's like, yes, they're playing this. And then like, so it was a really fun experience, man. Yeah. I don't know. But I think you're going to have an escape tonight, I will say.
I really think so.
At a rock concert, you're going to have a really solid escape, dude.
I think so, too.
Dude, it's been freaking awesome talking to you.
Dude, I love talking with you, bro.
Likewise, brother. We got to start a podcast or something. I don't know. People will be like, what the fuck? Enjoy the concert the way you want to.
That was the main thing. I wanted to be respectful, and I also want to share, like, what I see with everybody who was interested. So that's the gist of it.
Hell yeah, man. You got this, brother.
Got off trip doing that. as soon as the lights go down. Okay.
That's all right.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Mood lighting.
We're here. It's 1OK Rock time. Mm-hmm. I'm actually part of Scott's vlog this time.
This time, I allowed it.
We're here. Taco is going to be like 150 feet away.
Yeah.
So that's going to be insane. I'm so pumped right now.
Yeah, I'm ready to be 1OK rocked. Oh, I had to put it in there because, this is kind of like what we do. But super excited. The crowd already for the opener was like super pumped up, super enjoyed that. They're super dope. I'm going to go check them out. How many times can I say super in that amount? But hey, it is what it is. I'm excited.
Also, not shout out to John Reeves.
Shout out to John Reeves.
No, he got us into 1OK Rock, and now we're here. So thank you, John. That's the only thank you ever get from me.
John has no idea how the vlog is going to start. See ya. Alright, everybody. Dude, thoroughly impressed. It was a 10 out of 10. Like, intensity from top to bottom, from start to finish, they brought it.
I can't tell you how many times my nipples got hard just because of goosebumps.
Hey, there were a few times I got a little emotional, right? Like,
Right.
you know, I was feeding off the energy, and you know, the vibes that were out there were immaculate, and it really spoke to me some of the time. And I don't normally like get emotional like that, so to have a live performance do that to me, says something.
It was insane. Listening to Taka live is almost like a religious experience almost. That man has the golden pipes of all. Like, I'm speechless right now. This shit was incredible, man.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Like,
he ran it. There's footage that will be in the vlog. He ran
yeah.
like 10 feet in front of us. It was insane.
As far as musicianship goes, like, they've all got it. But as far as like frontmanship goes, if that's even a word, like my man Taka, like for real, his vocals are buttery from like beginning to end. Even in the beginning, he threw out like a couple screams.
Yeah.
And you know, I wasn't expecting that, so that like caught me off guard. I was like, ah, like I got real excited. But you know, the performance that they put on, like anybody who wants to be a musician, anybody who wants to be in a band, anybody who wants to perform, like check them out. Watch them live, because they literally, like, it's a concert for them. It's an experience for us.
Yeah.
They put on a clinic.
Yeah, no, it was insane to go for almost an hour and a half. Like, I don't know how his voice could hold up. I was screaming at the end to close with "We Are," and I lost my voice at one point. That was it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Every time there was call and response between the band and like the crowd, it made me feel some kind of way.
Hey, the Dallas crowd showed out, so shout out to Dallas. I mean, that's us too, but we were in the crowd. But
hey, and somebody threw their bra up there at him.
Oh yeah,
and that shit was funny.
Taco was wearing a bra like a backpack.
He was like, I don't know what to do with this, so he threw it over his shoulder like the championship belt, and then he put it on like a backpack to like say goodbye. It was super dope. Anyways, we'll have more thoughts later. We'll have this up soon, but we love you. I love you the most.
And we'll catch you
on the next one.